Okay dudes, I promised another video. A few people asked, so there were some people liking my channel, somebody didn't, but that's to be expected, I suppose. And here we are in the vaping zone. Just 1 second. We're going to do a comparison between the old Cloupor, the Cloupor T8, and the Sigelei. I loved the Sigelei when I had it arrived about a couple of weeks ago, and I've been vaping on it pretty non-stop. Lent it to my friend for a few days, but it's back on deck now. It's I suppose between the two, if you're just going on looks, the Cloupor T8 box certainly looks more handsome. There's no doubt about that. Than the just a quick size comparison, the Sigelei is just a tad bigger, not much, but just a little fraction. There's no doubt about it that the Cloupor have really finished the box off nicely. But there's a new version of the Sigelei coming. I've seen some pictures posted on some forums, and it looks quite nice, except it's got some funky lines out along the front here, which, yeah, looks a bit like a perfume bottle or what have you. But anyway, it is what it is. The new Sigelei hasn't got the holes in the back here, it's just magnets, and it's got a few other little updates on it. It looks pretty nice. It's not a bad box mod, there's no doubt about that. Just let me have a quick vape. What box mod is that? That's not a box mod. That's a ZNA 50 with a modified K-fun on it. And that's, you know, sometimes I feel like just having a bit of a break from the big drippers and the huge vape, and I just go with my modified K-funs. I've got quite a few, a couple of Russian 91% and a few K-fun 3.1s and a K-fun light and blah blah blah. But after you modify them, they're getting pretty good vape, the old K-funs. Yeah, nice, good flavour. Good old standby, the old K-fun, yeah. I've always liked them from the day they came out. They're always a little bit lacking in air and hard to draw on them, so it's nice to do a little modify on them. We'll do that one other day. I'll do a video on that. Yeah, I said in my other video, I won't rave on about batteries, everybody knows about that, but the new Samsung seem to be quite a nice battery, because the VTC5 Sonys are, well, impossible to get. The VTC4s are still around if you hunt them down. Nice batteries, but there's a few alternatives out there now. Okay, so let's do our comparison. We're going to look at the Sigelei first. I'll open it up. We can have a look what's in there. I've got a couple of VTC4s in there. The display is, you know, it's not quite as nice as the Cloupor. Whoops, the battery back's on top. There she goes. And you know, it's not a bad. It doesn't rattle though. The Cloupor's got the rattle in the old buttons. But okay, we've got the Mutation X on there. What is it? It's about a point. Sorry about that. A bit hard to see. It's a 0.2 ohm coil. I'm rocking it at 80 watts on the Sigelei. Let's just put a bit of juice in there. What do we go for here? Like I said, I make all my own juice, and I'm going to make a video on how to make cheap juice, so nobody's getting ripped off on that. That's the goal of my channel now, is to save people money, not sell stuff. Not con people, but actually help the viewers. And we're going to do a few vids on how to make juice cheap, about $2.50, $3 for 30 mils. And I'm talking about premium quality VG and PG. So it'll be a no fuss, super easy video on how to make your own juice coming up. So here we go. Let's just, like I said, 80 watts. Let's have a quick puff on that, and we'll do a comparison between the two. Yeah, I got the 3 holes open on the Mutation X 0.2 ohm coil. She's pushing 4.2 volts at 80 watts. Pretty damn nice vape. Okay, let's juice her up again. We go with the dry hit like last time. Okay, let's take her up to 90. We got her on 90 watts, 4.5 volts, 0.2 ohm coil. I can notice it's a little bit warmer vape than coming off the Cloupor T8. Pretty decent amount of vape. Bloody good flavour, there's no doubt about that. Alright, we'll just put a bit more juice in it. Just a sec. Now let's take her up to the full, let's get her up to 100 watts. She moves fast, the screen on the old Sigelei. Yeah, that's warm. That's a warm vapour coming off the Sigelei. Not hot, but it's pretty damn nice. I don't know what everybody's talking about. They can't take bloody 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 watts. It's, you know, if you've been using mechanicals, which is, you know, where we all started, I suppose, you know, they're pushing more than 100 watts. Some of them down at the low bills, 0.15 and what have you, they're pushing more than 100 watts, so you should be used to it. It's starting to dry up. Oh, excuse me. I'll just turn the camera off and we'll change the, we'll put the Mutation X on the Cloupor. Okay dude, so there she is, same deal, 3 holes open, it's exactly the same. So what do we got that set on there? Let's take that down, back down to 80 where we started on the Sigelei. Much nicer screen on the Cloupor, there's no doubt about that. And it's easier to see when you're outside as well. Much nicer looking box, no doubt about that. So there we are, 80 watts. What is it saying in the ohms there? 0.23. See, now it's reading a perfect ohm reading there. I've got the U-boot Fangly here, and it is 0.23. The build on here, so the other one, the Sigelei's reading 0.2, so it doesn't give you the fractions. And this is supposed to be, it's pushing 4.3 volts, virtually the same. Okay, let's have a puff on that. Nice vape, but not as warm as the Sigelei. So what's that telling you? It's probably telling you it's not getting the same amount of watts. Still nice, but you know, I'm just saying it's nowhere near as warm. I'll let you guys be the judge. I'm not going to do that. Well, let's take her up to 90. Just a bit of juice on it. Not in the mood for a dry hit. Okay, 90 watts, 4.5 volts, 0.23 on the mutation. Yeah, definitely not pushing the watts like the Sigelei. I can almost guarantee it. The vape is cool coming. You know, it's nice to have a nice cool vape, but it's cool coming out of the Cloupor. It's getting up to 90 watts on the Sigelei. It's getting pretty bloody warm. Okay, let's take her up. Let's take her up to 100. There she is, 100 watts. 4.8 volts. Nice, but cool vape. The Sigelei was getting, it was starting to get to, from hot to bloody hot, or warm to bloody warm, whatever. Still doable, but this is definitely a cool vape coming out of the Cloupor at 100 watts. So take that for what it's worth. Let's push the Cloupor up to 150. I'll just juice her up first, 150. I don't want to get a dry hit. Yep, nice. There she is. What's she? The volts reading 5.9. Okay, we're ready. Yeah, unless Cloupor's got some trick to keep the vape cool. That's not even hot. It's nice. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't nice. It's bloody beautiful and very tasty and just warm. So the Sigelei was, like I said, getting to with a bloody hot stage. Anyway, I'll wind up now. Good thing about the old Cloupor though, it's not going over temperature. The batteries are quite good, but to be honest, guys, I don't think it's getting 150 watts. That's the bottom line. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Next week I'm going to do the video on how to make your own juice and save money, because we're sick of everybody ripping us off out there. We're sick of the review sites. Everybody wants to get the dollars out of us. We're jack of that. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Over and out, guys. Dudes and dudesses.